Hello everyone, Namaste. Myself, Preeti Khanal, registered Canadian immigration consultant. Today here at ICCC Sadak, we got very special guest from Durham College. He is a South Asia representative of college as well. So let's welcome Mr. Zeeshan Kamal.
Thank you and namaste. I hope you're doing well, and thank you for hosting me in Nepal today and ICCC. Very thanks to Ram and his team for today's session.
So I'm going to ask you a few questions regarding your college. Are you ready?
Sure.
So, Mr. Kamal, I have been in Canada personally myself. So right after graduation, what happened was I went through that college and university hunting process. It's quite hectic because so many options available. And as a student, you want to choose the best college or university. So how do you differentiate Durham with other colleges out there?
I will talk about it a little in detail. I'll take you a little back in 1967 when the college was first established, and we started with 70 alumni. Today we're more than 110,000 alumni already, and we're a college which is more than 50 years old, which has a legacy, and we're one of the 24 public community colleges in Ontario. Having said that, we have great SLAs and KPIs that we need to meet in order to be on the top, which is employer satisfaction rate, graduation employment rate, also student satisfaction rate is one of them. When you look at these figures, our employer satisfaction rate sits at about 96%, student satisfaction rate at 90%, and 4% more than the provincial average graduation employment rate. We're sitting at 86.6%. Now, that not only that sets us apart from how good we are as compared to the other colleges, but we also house is a university on campus by the name of Ontario Tech, which share our facilities for their students. The best experience Durham gives you is an international experience where 85% of our students are domestic and 15% of our students are international from around 65 countries in the world. Now, that is something you would want to go ahead and get because you're spending that amount of money and you want to get a learning in Canada the Canadian way by being amongst Canadians and getting that experience. And that is what we offer to you, which is a true international experience.
Wow, that's great. The numbers are great as well. Very true. So my second question gonna be regarding the job and housing crisis right now. So that's the fact right now in the major cities, Toronto, Mississauga, Brampton, and so on, students are facing housing/job crisis. So how your college, what measures colleges are taking to implement that a student will not face that issue?
Okay. Our location is in the Greater Toronto area, which is from downtown Toronto, which is about 60 kilometers away, and it's a 45-kilometer stretch. You get there 1 hour by train, 45 minutes by car, and that's what it takes for you to get to Oshawa. Oshawa has not been affected by the housing crisis. Off-campus and on-campus housing both are available. Regarding part-time jobs, the student has to get in touch with the career services. They start building their CV the Canadian way from the second day of the college. Organize job fairs twice a year. One is for part-time and one is for full-time. Both of them can be utilized for part-time jobs as well. Now, the student also needs to understand it's a new country, the things will work your way, and the CV will also have to be the Canadian way. Once they start working with the career services, all it takes is about 3 to 4 weeks for them to be able to find a part-time job. This is how we help the students, and I don't think housing has ever been a crisis for us so far.
Okay, no, that's good to know.
Well, you're looking at off-campus housing, you're looking at a budget of 700 to 1,200 Canadian dollars on our shared accommodation off campus, and food is approximately 500 to 550 off campus. On campus residence is 1,000 Canadian dollars a month, only for the residents, and minimum 150 Canadian dollars a week. It amounts to about 1,600 to 1,700 a month on campus and about 1,200 to 1,300 a month off campus living cost in Oshawa.
Okay. So for on-campus housing, do they have to register before, or how did?
Yes, so once the student is paid tuition and they have a fee receipt from us, they can come ahead, they can get onto the website and book the on-campus housing themselves, pay the money and reserve the residence. It is guaranteed for students for joining the first year. If they book in time, they will definitely get a residence at the college.
Okay, that's good information to know. And my last question is regarding the scholarship.
Our tuition fee cost is very nominal, which is sitting at about 17,000 Canadian dollars a year for most of our diplomas, advanced diplomas, and postgraduate diplomas as well. We do offer entrance-based scholarship, for which is IELTS-based. If the overall score is 8, nothing less than 6, then it's about 1,500 Canadian dollars to be offered in the first year only. For in the second semester is when the money gets credited. And if you score a 7.5, the amount is 1,000 Canadian dollars. Again, the same way, only for the first year to be credited in the second semester. Make sure when you're submitting an application and looking forward for the scholarship, the proof of English test is IELTS only, on the basis of which you get an LOA, and then you're entitled to the scholarship.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much for your time. So, यदि हजुरहरूलाई नै क्यानाडा जानु मन छ र डरहम कलेजमै पढ्नु मन छ भनेदेखि भिजिट आवर आइसिसी। हाम्रो चाहिँ काठमाडौँमा 3टा लोकेसनमा छ, जुन चाहिँ चारपेल, कमलादी एन्ड दुर्हम सदर, प्लस हाम्रो ब्रान्चेस आउट अफ काठमाडौँ पनि छ। सो वेबसाइट भिजिट गर्नु होला। थ्याङ्क यू। नमस्ते।
Namaste.